So today is Thursday, the 28th of June, 2018. And yesterday morning after that recording, that bucket right there, what's involved with it occurred. See, a year and a week ago, no, a week and a half ago, my cat Becca died. And I was in the middle of a move, so I didn't want to bury it at the house was leaving. So my dad made a temporary brick fortress for her body, so that once I had my new place, I could, then bury her. Then 2 weeks later, he died. So I ended up moving in with my mom, and then I lost my job, so didn't get a new house. So last November, my cat Connie died. So she's in that metal case right there. So Becca, Connie, and then yesterday morning I found my cat Kendra, who's been acting weird ever since we moved in here. Like, she turned into a crazy hermit that lives in the basement. Couldn't find her, and then I did finally find her. She had apparently maybe she had a fever or something, because she got into the washing machine and she curled herself around the agitator, and so I found her. I looked in and she was laying there, and she was just kind of curved around like she was sleeping, but if I tugged on her fur a little bit trying to get her, she didn't respond. And my mom and I are too short to reach her anyway, so my brother had to come while I was at work yesterday and extract her. And that was the only container we could find to put her in, and she barely fit in that because, she was already kind of, like, I don't want to think too deeply about it. He's offered, though, to bury all three of them on his property, which is a decent size. Like, it's, like, here, I'm going to take up, like, my mom's whole yard. So when he gets a chance, he's going to bury all three of them properly so that, they don't have this growing death pile right here. It's depressing. So yesterday wasn't super great. Let's see what else updates. My mother yesterday threw out here, I think it was yesterday or the evening before, she threw out here some disappointing watermelon that it didn't taste good. So now the ants are gonna, make it their own. So the circle of life. And then there's a puppy. And there's another puppy. Yes, there's a Chloe. And there's a Shelby. And there's the raspberry bushes that I already picked this morning, and I tried to pull some of these grass blades out. And I picked this many raspberries. And my back is killing me. And this is why migrant farmers are a good thing, because they're much more hardcore than me, because I would suck as one, because that much, and I'm like laying on the ground begging for mercy. So migrant workers are good in my book. Migration is awesome. Immigrants are great. And before we had such strong, severe border things, and I think it's like back to the Reagan time or something, migrants used to come in for the day, and they would pick, and they'd get their pay, and then they'd go back into Mexico and live there and do their thing. But once we started hardening the borders, they were worried they wouldn't get back in, so then they had to stay over here. So I'm not saying open, wide borders for anyone to wander in, but I am saying, maybe everybody should freaking take a step back, because I'm not seeing many Americans begging to pick fruit or vegetables or, whatever other stuff has to get picked. Because lazy whiteys, we apparently are too spoiled, pampered, and soft, and really suck at this stuff. Ugh. And so when somebody comes in here and they can actually do it and like not even whine about it like little bitches like I would, and you know, get the job done and everybody's happy, you know, everybody needs to stop being such jerks to everybody. You know? Isn't that right, little puppy? Shelby eats the grass. And it's not a upset tummy thing. She eats grass like a goat. Whether or not, I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with if her stomach's upset. Which unfortunately meant the puppy learned that grass eating is like a normal day-to-day thing. So, but for her, it does kind of respond the way, you know, a normal dog eating grass would. So, it's not the best. But yeah, see her? She digests it like she's a goat. I mean, maybe not literally, because I think goats have like a 4-chamber stomach or something, or maybe that's cows. Anyway, undulates. I don't know. Oh, also, since we're talking crops, this is my beautiful crop of catnip. Look at all the catnip. Oof, so much catnip. So much catnip. It's where my dad grew tomatoes. They were still growing after he died, and my mom hates tomatoes, so I had like buckets of tomatoes I was picking and taking to work at my old job. Now I have a new job. Yeah, there's a little bit more catnip over there, so I might make my catnip soap. Yep. Crazy cat lady soap makes the cats love you. Anyway, you know, it's like, oh, you don't need to be ranting enough about politics. I'm like, oh, whatever. I'm just freeballing, basically. So, you know, whatever comes to mind. Because that's usually how I function. So, anyway, but yeah. All my lovely berries and whatever other random plants are poking through that I got some of them out. Hopefully, it's all grass like I think it is and not like some sort of horrible poisonous thing that's gonna give me a rash or something. Anyway,